Today's the 23rd of April, and these are seeds that we planted 3 weeks ago. Obviously now they're at a size where we need to pot them on into these smaller pots with a view to them being planted outside. As you can see, some of the seedlings are quite large now and will obviously need to be repotted into smaller pots, hopefully with the intention of planting these outside. It's quite a tricky process to repot plants at this stage and quite delicate. Essentially you have to prick each individual plant out and then repot them into smaller pots, making sure that all of the roots are covered with soil. It's also important to keep the soil moist. At this stage we're watering these plants almost every night. It's very hot in this polytunnel and we're quite frightened of plants at this early stage drying out and becoming dead. Obviously we're at the very early stages of the development of this polytunnel. You can imagine the amount of work we have in store for us. We have to repot all of these seedlings into pots like this and then of course transfer them outside. It's a great amount of work, and hopefully as time goes on the polytunnel will develop with beds either side, and we'll be planting probably root crops, potatoes, certainly tomatoes in the grow bags on either side, and hopefully in 12 months time we'll see the results. Still very early stages. These are the strawberries that were planted 3 weeks ago, and already they've increased in size by probably half as much again. Here we can see flowers, which are the first indication of actual fruit. So hopefully in 4 or 5 weeks we'll actually be taking fruit from these strawberry plants, which as I say were only planted 3 or 4 weeks ago. These are the herbs we planted 3 weeks ago. We have sage, thyme, parsley, and as you can see these are also beginning to grow, although the growth is a lot slower than the strawberries. Again, 3 or 4 weeks time we hope to be cropping these plants. Here we have potatoes that we planted 3 weeks ago. These have grown exceptionally well. If you consider that the potato, the actual tuber, was planted at least 18 inches under the soil, the surface of the soil, they've actually grown this far. Again, these are doing extremely well.